Hello, everybody. How you doing? Long time no see. Thank you all for coming back. Thanks for being a part of this and watching this with me. Let's see. Little Miss Sharon, hello to you. Hey, TJ, Miss Rhonda, Hope Floats, me and you. Hey, Lori, Charlene. Hey, Cecilia. Thank you for being here, everybody. Just me. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Y'all come on in. We are going to watch this and see what we can learn and what we can try to decipher from this. I'm anxious to hear just exactly what is going on. And of course, everybody, hold your ears, turn down your earplugs, your earphones, whatever you need to do, because this is a trigger warning. Trigger warning, everybody, trigger warning. Don't know what we're going to hear, don't know what kind of language, but we are warned. Yeah, ready to try to keep your cool. So anyways, I am going to play a little music. Y'all help me decide if it is loud enough or too loud or whatever, but we need to have a little playing in the background. Is that okay? Somebody tell me yes or no. Hello, Baba Rose. Welcome back. Is that okay for y'all? I don't want it to be too loud. It's good? Okay. We just need to have a little something we got to cover. Dot our I's and cross all of our T's. Good deal. Got our copyright going because this is for commentary. We are doing some research, criticism, all the things. Heather Ann, welcome, welcome. Holly, hello. C. Taylor, how you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Get your popcorn ready. Get you some ice cream, whatever snacks you want. Let's do this. We'll have probably a small crowd, but hey, we're here. We're going to do it. So, Irony Rose, hello, hello. Y'all, I got the spelling right this time. I made sure I went back and double checked everything. I got the spelling all correct this time. But TJ, if you don't mind, drop the channel link for Moon in Crama a couple of times while this is playing, just so we're covered. It is in the description of this video as well. Okay. Good deal, good deal. There we go. She's going to be dropping it throughout. So if you choose to sub up, that is up to you. But we are going to listen. I've already got it into where Terry Lynn is coming up. So we're just going to take it from there. Y'all ready? Let's do this. Did y'all like my let's watch with the person looking in the eyeball? Okay, here we go. Cecilia. All righty. I don't think there's going to be anything to see. But just in case, we're going to go ahead and watch here. Here we go.
Hey there, girl.
Like, I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Are you there? I can hear you now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I'll close the door. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, that dumb asshole. Oh, God. I'm just gonna say it. That bastard said that I rolled over on that child and was pinning it on Bobby. I went to school with Bobby. What a dumbass.
Ain't it?
And just because you delete it, listen, I got
Don't
that,
mean it ain't
asshole. No, because I have it. Yes.
Why it was? You mean so Seth was trying to blame Bobby too?
Oh, fuck him. I'm sorry. Not really
Fuck
sorry
him.
because no, fuck him. Because that son of a bitch said that I was searching a specific place. Oh gosh.
No, we saw you drive all around. What we did see him do was stand in for specific parking lots and smoke and bitch and cry.
Hell, his
one wooded area that I searched wouldn't be looking for that's where other people meet, males, the glory house.
Oh yeah.
So
why
their
wouldn't
buddy,
you look there?
I'm just saying, their hey
though?
buddy, and how would you be so knowing of it? He owned it, not me, asshole. Piece of shit. He said some nasty shit. Just a thank you would have been great.
It would have been just thank you for all that you've done and just left it at that, at least, instead of going on and on. You know how they call you a lot lizard sometime, or that was a joke or whatever? Listen, I was in trucking and dispatch trucking. They used to call me a lot lizard all the time. They used to be like, no, whatever, she's a lot lizard.
Well, it was a joke. Listen,
I know it's a joke. I know it's a joke.
It was, well, I did that really. And I did that because of, they would say I was searching parking lots, right? So I was like, well, I'm just going to be a lot lizard, right?
Right.
It was a joke.
Well, at least you'll make some money.
What I would do, right, when I was coming up out them woods, listen, it's hot as hell, and I'm not about to, sometimes you have to cop a SWAT. Sometimes. Not always. Okay?
It happens.
I would go to the bathroom. And I mean, I'm going to go to a place that I know. Right?
Right.
And I'll say that. I'm not searching that damn parking lot. I'm like, what the heck? Make it make sense here. But what they said in that chat, the insinuation of I'm on drugs? Really?
Okay, who said she was on drugs? I never heard nobody say she was on drugs. Well, welcome everybody. We're just getting started. I've got it right to the part where Terry Lynn comes in. So here we are. Trigger warning to anybody coming in. Not sure what we will hear. Yeah, guilty conscience much, huh?
Because you know people from a small town, BJ.
She don't know nobody.
BJ, you don't know shit, because you might want to look up population, small town, huh?
Very small town. Hi, Holly. Yes. You grew up in Hendersonville then? Or that around that county?
Graduated from B.
Okay.
Here we go. Nice to know.
I know you put in a lot of hard work on this case, Terry. I'm glad you still have what you said. Has Tony? Are they still? Is Tony messing with you at all, or?
Listen,
she has
I
always
wouldn't
been on
kiss
Sebastian.
none of them. if they was on fire. I don't care. I don't care. They didn't buy
So let me
one
ask
sign.
you this. Have
my
you,
big rolling advertisement.
do you have him on your vehicle?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was wondering, are you going to keep the search for him going, or did you decide that you were going to stand back because of the way you were treated? Oh no, she dropped. No. Well, she said her car is still wrapped, so she is a running sign. Her car is still wrapped with Sebastian. I wish she could.
Okay. Welcome everybody coming in. Yeah. You know, like I said earlier today, you know, it is what it is. The people that have merged with the other side, that's their choice. I'm too honest. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that makes me laugh. Where is that? Here it is. Oh, I keep chasing it down. I gotta get this up on the screen for everybody to see. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so she drops off. She does come back pretty quick. So, anyways, I gotta stop and talk every once in a while. We'll definitely be doing that. So, there we go. Scammy, I wonder about that. I've had thoughts on that myself. I don't know, but oh, nice. Oh, Bobby, you're killing me over here. Welcome, everybody. Y'all come on in. Let's get busy. Let's listen some more. I'm going to speed it up just a tiny bit because I really should be doing that. Where is it? Right here. Let's get this. We'll make it there. We will go. There we go. Let's listen to some more. Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, I wish my damn devices work. I wish you would stay away from true crime. You should follow facts and not made up crap that the biological dad tells you. Yeah, and also, you know, when she sat there and straight said that what was it that she said? It was a whole lie, that Seth said he wasn't going to give him a year to get his shit together. Yes, he did. That's what Seth said out of his own mouth, verbatim. Brittany, that's what he said out of his own mouth, verbatim.
Verbatim. He said until the next school year, not a year. This was in December. School ends in May. It starts back up in August. That's not a year. And he would be moving to his father's in May. That's not a year. That's 5 months. To allow him to finish the school year so that he could finish up where he's comfortable at. I don't understand how these people can take it so out of context. But this is what they all believe. And it is however they interpret it. I don't get it. Yes, he had to get him in. He even was going to try to get him online schooling type stuff to work on throughout the summer time so that he could just stay ahead of the game. But Seth is their scapegoat because there's nothing else. And the years, I mean, the words that he says, the school year to them means 12 months. I don't get it, folks. He's going to give him a year. No, he's going to give him, because Katie and Chris said everything was going good. He was doing well. His behavior had gotten better. And then the end of January comes and there's another CPS case. But let's not talk about those, right? Let's not bring up the fact of all the CPS cases. Yes, Katie and Chris could not wait till May, so they were going to put him in a facility before the end of the school year. Seth said, not that one, because 6 kids had died in that one. So he got someone to help him look and find other options. They decided it was too expensive, so they were just going to wait it out until May, when he moved to his father's at the end of the school year. Not a whole year. I don't understand how that could be confusing and turn into 12 months. Only on CP. That's right, Mohawk. No CPS cases at all on Seth. Katie tried that. The judge dismissed that and gave him joint custody. That's pretty simple. There was nothing to what she was trying to claim, but the whole let's charge the father with this, and this is a Mr. Chris move all the way around. Just my opinion, guys. Just my opinion.
Yeah, Seth has said that more than once. He was going to let him wait another year and get his shit together. And whatever, I guess maybe halfway through that year is when they were thinking about placing him. And that's when he supposedly really got on the ball about looking for a school and stuff for Sebastian. Okay? So there was a waiting list in school because the school was homeschool. Remember that, guys. Just I do want you to remember some of the things that are pertinent. She has since the beginning.
Love you.
It's okay, Terry. Don't worry about it. You'll be welcome back whenever. Oh, here she is.
Damn.
There you go, girl.
Yeah, I have that problem.
Is it iPhone 16?
No, that one was my. Don't y'all be laughing either. That one was my my 8 Plus. That thing has been in the toilet. It's been everywhere, and it's still kicking like a chicken. Yeah, I am not giving this beaut up.
Girl, I have a J8 I keep around. It's a Samsung J8, and I don't know how old it is. It has to be, I don't know.
C-Star. Welcome. Oh, yes, it did. Mine as well. Who was it that asked who these people are? I don't know who it was, but I saw on here somebody said, just coming in, who are these people? This is Moon and Crama's channel. And Terry Lynn is on panel with her. I'm too honest. Thank you so much for this. She says, thank you for all you do. You are so sweet. Thank you. You get a little happy dance when I can get all the way back up here to get to it. Thank you. You're so sweet. But yes, this is Moon and Crama. She was on our side at one time. She's gone over to the other side. But Terry Lynn is on there. Yes, Sammy. Yes. I agree. They're dirty and dishonest. Yes. So, anyways, here we go. Hey, Casey. Hi, everybody coming in. Thank y'all for being here. Yeah, we haven't heard all the stuff. Hey, Jenny Machete. Welcome. Hey, Peggy. Napa Nat. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. Let's finish listening here. Here we go.
14 years old or something, but when times get tough, I will slide a SIM card in there and it will be Old Faithful.
Oh, and let me just say, and I wrote that man a $50 check for what is on this card. Yeah.
Who? You wrote who a check?
Mr. Rogers.
Oh, hell no. You wrote him a check to put... I can't.
I most certainly did, because they were being sold by him. He didn't make them. They were given to him by someone. I certainly did.
Wow.
Okay, so she wrote a check to Seth and bought an item. So are we supposed to feel bad for her because she did a nice thing? I'm confused. Lord have mercy.
Terry. Wow.
And I can say when the lighting of that bridge, I sure did it.
Hey, Poppy Love.
That's amazing that he didn't even give that
Jackie
to you
G.
for free. And the selling of the shirts and stuff like that, that has always struck me odd. I did donate to Seth once in his chat. And I don't find any problem like donating to the guy or whatever. Or if people want to do that, I guess. But this is just, where is this child? Where's this child?
You know what? My opinion, I mean, I'll give it. I don't care.
Here's her opinion, guys.
He's gone.
I don't think so.
You don't?
Well, no, because why would anybody sign for 2 more years? How old will Sebastian be in 2 years? I don't know. It's just iffy.
Well, if he signs rights to like a story or a Sebastian, are you talking about Seth signing with that night? I'm thinking that that just locks them in. That's something that they pushed for, just in case he does come back, or they have the rights after a while to be able to put something together and put something out. I'm not going to tell you. Listen, I'm going to tell you the absolute truth when I tell you that I seen an at night label on a porn video. Do you understand that?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Those people are nothing that I want anything to do with.
I don't know if people share logos, but it was an at night logo, just like y'all's. And it was on a porn video. I'm not the one that showed it, but my boyfriend showed it to me. He was like, I have seen this logo a bunch of times, right? And he's a guy. What can I say? I can't help it, y'all. He was like, look. And he sure did show it to me. And I went back to the at night and oh, murdered. It was the same logo.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm good.
So At Night is doing porn videos now, guys. Porn videos from At Night. Lord help us. Jenny. Ask FF about the porn. You know, Mohawk, the NDA that supposedly Terry Lynn signed is awful weird, because none of the other people involved signed one. Why would she be the only person to sign one? I don't get that. Oh, Rita, you really hadn't missed too much. You're good. Yeah, Cinderella. I don't do this very often, but I did want to hear what was said here because I've heard about it. So, I don't know. Welcome everybody coming in. Trigger warning. Prepare yourself. Here we go.
Good. I don't trust anything like that. I just don't. And rabbit hole, I do agree with you. And I will say this till the cows come home. There were certain things that I knew that I said, if you are on my panel, you will not say, because you will not tell someone else's story. And I did not allow that, would not allow that right there. But I did choose a side, and that was my mistake. Is it a learning lesson? Abso-freaking-lutely. You learn. It's all about learning and admitting and being able to.
Somebody tell me what side she chose that was so wrong. Because every time I heard her speak, because I did follow her, I did keep up with her, and the side she was on was Sebastian's side. So what is so wrong about that? I don't get it, guys. Seriously. Every time she spoke and talked, she said, I'm not on a side. I'm on Sebastian's side. My goodness. Now she's saying the side she chose was wrong? And in her words, she's on Sebastian's side. She ain't in it for nothing else. This was recent. This was just a few days ago. Yes, Crystal, it was pretty recent. I know, right? It's time to get off. Yeah. But I'm sorry, but when you're on Sebastian's side, that's not a bad place to be, guys. But I guess when you go to the other side, Lord help us. Here we go.
To admit you're wrong when you're wrong.
I think this was just a different, stickier situation. This is probably as deep as creators have gone with people of the, parents of the missing or of, crime of kids. And I just think it got really, really out of hand this time. And a lot of these, like a person like you, you're very soft-hearted and you're very, thinking of others all the time. I've never heard any of your lives where you're thinking strictly about yourself or anything. It's always about your cat. It's about, even when you weren't, even before Sebastian, you know what I mean? Before Sebastian, you'd be like, my boyfriend, kid, and we just, it's your husband, So I was just kind of really shocked, and I keep quiet when I'm in most people's chats because I don't want to put my name in a chat because people say, hey, and I'm trying to listen to a creator, So that's why I've never talked in your chat, but.
Yes. Irony Rose. Let me find that and pull it up. It's like I got two screens I got to work on here. Here we go. She was on QB's the other day. Said hideous, horrible things about Seth. Her language was disgusting. Yeah, I heard a little bit of that and I turned it off. I was done. I don't know. Sad.
I've been around a lot, and I certainly appreciate everything that you did, looking around like you did day after day after day. And I bet it did feel like, and it looked like that you might have been on drugs to somebody because you were damn desperate to find that child.
Enough that I injured my damn self, enough that I had ticks mating on me. I mean, serious to God, ticks mating. And it feels like everybody that did search with me, bless their hearts, they went home with ticks too.
Oh.
Yeah, that was hell. And I hated that part right there. But yeah,
okay, let's look here. Rabbit Hole Survivor says, I think he was kidnapped. Someone has him, in my opinion. Well, how would he be kidnapped? There was no activity around that house except for at 3 o'clock in the morning. And whoever was doing one of the lights went back to their house. So that would probably be Katie, since she was the adult that was there that morning, right? I don't know. Just saying.
And it's close to home like that. That's close. You want to find.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not going to fly out to Kalamazoo and search. I'm not going to do that. But when it got ugly quick.
In a small town like that, it's going to feel like family anyways. It's just how it is. You walk around or you drive around, you nod your head, you wave to everybody. You know what I mean?
We do that here anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
in a small town, y'all know each other, and it's different, so some people don't understand that. I'm sorry that she was treated so horribly. I really am.
You learn. It's a learning thing for me. It's just all about learning. And
it is.
And you have to own your shit. If you fuck
Boom.
up, you fuck up. Did I fuck up? Absolutely. And I can say, yeah. And people showed me who they were. And guess what? I believe them.
Yeah. If somebody shows you who you are, yeah. Oh, man. I was very intentional about not conversating with any of the people, Tony, Seth, because I did not want to be swayed in a, like all the way where I'm 10 toes in, that something never happened, What do you think? What do you think might have happened to Sebastian? If you don't mind telling. If you don't want to, that's okay too. I would understand that.
I just feel like I don't think that I think he's still here. Call me crazy. I've had other feelings before, but then I'm like, no, I think he's here. I think he's alive, and maybe in 2 years we'll all know. I don't know.
Maybe we will.
2 years.
Maybe he did run away on his own cognizance. He could have very well, because he was not wanting to go live with his father. He didn't want to do homeschool. He, whatever. I mean, he was scared.
Folks, he did want to go live with his father. He didn't want to stay in the home where there's 5 CPS reports. Come on, people. I don't get this. Why 2 years? That 2-year time frame, and when he's 18, sure gets brought up a lot. I wonder what they know.
Scared, maybe.
We don't know, and he's very intelligent. This child can play chess. Hell,
yeah, he's not a baby.
Checkers. He's a brainiac. He is intelligent.
He's intelligent, but his mother is the one that told us he was young in mind. And his stepdaddy told us he's about like 10 in his head. Come on, people.
Intelligent, very smart. And listen, Chris may come across like a piece of shit asshole. He might, but that's him. He's not that person.
Hey.
He talks.
He's a serviceman. He's a serviceman.
He wasn't yelling and screaming at me. He wasn't doing that. He didn't do that.
I must say that the experience with Chris for me has been a total roller coaster ride, but I will never forget, Terry Lynn, out of all these interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
What was most what I seen is that Chris was disheveled, and he just looked like he was trying to be there for his wife. You know what I mean?
Like, you're not used to doing interviews, and you're going to be scrutinized by every freaking body. Are you not?
That's all good.
You are. And they do clip and piece things together when you're on the news.
Yes.
They do that. I'm sorry. They do.
And the news is not always correct. Trust and believe. I had the news report on my son's crime, and most of it was bullshit.
Exactly, Mom. Exactly. She has said for a while she thought Sebastian had passed. Now he's alive. We might find out in 2 years. What was she told? What did they know over there? I don't get it, folks. I just don't get it. It is Moon and Crama and Terry Lynn.
That's just like when I did sit down with Dennis, because I said I would do that at the year. And I did say I would if he wasn't found. And you know what? There was some hiccups and some things went wrong because, I was like, I wish John the sign man had given me those signs. That would have been great.
Alligator.
You know, You know, he did slide and cut off the, what do you call it, the layout fee.
Mm-hmm.
He did. And I was thankful for that. But he made some damn good signs. So for the people that say, there's no signs here, there's no signs there, listen, I know how many I put out.
I feel horrible for you, for people coming down on you. For real.
Hell,
I really do.
Ribbon. I've still got the ribbon. And that ribbon I tie around the trees with the dates. I put on the signs. I did. Oh, yes, BJs. I've said it, and I've said it before. And I can say it again. He was respectful.
He started getting disrespectful when it came to his wife. I kind of get.
Yes, Scotty. Scotty says, how does this help Seth now? I'm sure he don't want to wait 2 years to know the truth. Exactly. Yes, show poodles. Make mental institutions great again. Yes, SL, they all trash talked her. Super bad. Before the court date, she said all those signs were down. She sure did. Yep. I don't know, guys. I don't get it. I'm telling you, she said many, many, many times, I'm not on a side. I'm not in one certain community. I'm on Sebastian's side. 100 million times I've heard her say that repeatedly. So, yeah. Exactly, Holly. Very respectful, isn't he? He is super respectful.
I get it. I
don't blame him. Listen, I don't blame her for not wanting to talk to anybody. Why? Well,
no, she shouldn't.
Been bashed and treated like shit and told she's on drugs.
Well, listen. Let's be fair. If I was her, I'd have been on drugs too. Don't get me wrong. I would have been at the psychiatrist, being like, "You need to give me something because I'm gonna lose my fucking shit."
But no one's been charged here. No one.
I don't know if anybody ever will be. What if 2 years from now we see freaking Sebastian like dabbing like in Florida or California, you know, or like a place that he used to live or something, like on a video, like we saw that one guy. Remember the one young man that disappeared?
Okay, so y'all look for Sebastian in 2 years in Florida dabbing. Why 2 years? Why not in 6 months? Why is it going to take him? This is my biggest question of all. Why is it going to take Sebastian 2 years to be seen? Why? What is it with Sebastian turning 18 that is so important here? What are we missing that the other side all seem to know about? 2 years. 2 years. What is it about 2 years? Because, folks, I'm telling you right now, if he is in a facility like the young man I know just got out of, his brain will be fried in 2 years. But y'all don't seem to care where he might be in the process. So what do you know that we don't know? That's my question.
I'm telling you, we don't know. And this is the first time I've ever been that close to a parent that has started their own YouTube channel. Honest. And I can name families that I've stood with. And I've never.
Okay, let's clear something right now. Seth may have started his own YouTube channel. He has been live. You can count them on one hand. How many times has Mr. Chris been up on people's panels? It would take several hands. Let's make that very clear. And every time Seth has been live, it's been about his son. You can't dispute that. And Mr. Chris, what has Sebastian got to do with sucking a fat baby's you know what?
Never.
Oh, wow.
So disrespected in my life. They were thankful as hell that I stood with them because their kids are not coming back. They're not. But they need closure. They need justice for their children that they have not gotten. And guess what? They've only been appreciative. Only. I'm not used to some asshole that just stood there and smoked cigarettes with your 4 damn times searching my ass. You couldn't have done.
I'd rather Seth smoke a cigarette than to listen to Mr. Chris's mouth running like a garbage disposal.
Any of the things we did. Shit.
Well, and then to find out at the end of the day that disability was looking at him, you know, and that,
I had no clue.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, you know, but it makes sense. So, are you? I mean, in town, is this affecting your life inside?
No.
Okay, good. Good.
Troopers, mama, honey, I know who you are, and you a damn lie. If I, Yananda, you a damn liar. Okay, you don't even. You live here, bitch. Please, and I'm afraid to show my face. Bitch,
What?
get the Joe. I posted. I what?
I've seen your face more than 1,000 times. What the fuck?
What Crama Reels put up? Which she asked me if I mind. I said no, do it. Absolutely, I said do
Hey,
it.
Ebony. I have seen your face so many times. You've always had your face at. What are they talking about? I've seen you standing up straight, walking around. I'm lost. I'm really lost right now.
Because I went up on Queen's panel. Listen, I respect Queen a lot more than I respect that one.
Oh, yeah, wait. But she took us out in the woods while she was looking and smoking her ass off. Yes, she did. Retha, I had no clue either. I don't listen to this. It's funny, though, how different she is from when she was on her own, looking, doing everything just for the fact that she was there for Sebastian. Now she's going to praise the man that has a mouth like a garbage disposal. Oh my God. But Seth is the bad person because he stopped and didn't search and smoked a cigarette. Lord help us. This does not make any sense. Yay, Retha, you got caught up. Good deal. Hello, everybody coming in. Thanks for being here. This is Moon and Crama and Terry Lynn. She got in the wrong truck. I don't know, guys. It doesn't make sense to me. Lord.
Well, at least Queen's not a look. There's a lot of things I can say, and it would go into a deep rabbit hole because what I just got out of, what I just seen was some crazy stuff, and I've seen it before, but on this level, it was like the beginning. So, Queen's a much better. She's much more diplomatic than I am. I can say that.
She welcomed me. Listen, that woman welcomed me. She thanked me when she didn't have to. She didn't have to thank me when I stood up for her.
Just for the record, everybody listen up. Every time she was out searching, I would comment and say, Terry Lynn, thank you for what you're doing. I can't be there to search. I appreciate all that you do, and be very, very careful while you're out searching. Every time. I always thanked her. I always told her to be careful. But good almighty, QB, I mean, hey, shall we get on our knees and bow?
Her babies. You know what? Why would I not speak up? And I am not and never have been on a green damn team. I've always said
What?
Always. I'm on the side of Sebastian. I'm not on a team.
Oh.
This side.
Oh, what was that? The side of Sebastian? But yet you're gonna trash his father? You didn't even trash any of the parents when you were really on Sebastian's side.
I'd shit.
You have always said that.
This is crazy. And that money crap, listen, I can show my shit. If y'all think $17K is a lot in a year, baby,
No.
I'm making bank, bitch. I'm making it, but it wasn't supposed to ever be about that. That's crazy.
Right. I guess I'm just not seeing it, but I'll be respectful of others' opinions in here. Well,
I don't know.
I think maybe she's talking about Seth, and I've seen it just both ways. I've just seen it. Magic Star. I have seen both Chris and both Seth be aggressive, not only to each other but to women online. So I can't really say one's worse or better than the other. I understand that there was contention between the entire family before this child went missing.
Wait, folks, let's just remind us what we listened to today, where Katie is praising Seth as being a great father. He would be front row if Sebastian was in sports or any school event. Christopher himself said, "We work as a unit. The three of us work so well together. We make decisions together." Those weren't words we put out there. Those are words that came from Katie and Chris's mouth.
That's what you have to understand. There's a whole background.
I can say this right here. Chris never shit talked him.
Oh, I believe that.
Bullshit. We heard it.
And I was standing right there, and he did not do that. He didn't.
I don't believe he did. I don't believe he did. I think when he texts, when that man texts Seth, I think that's probably one of the most fucked up things that he probably ever had to do in his life. I bet just because the words that were sent, like at first I was like, this is cold, but then I was like, what do you say? Oh, you was talking about QB.
I wouldn't know what. Listen, I've never lost a child. I can't say how people are supposed to react.
Well, let me tell you something, okay, Terry Lynn? Just so you know, when you lose a child, your world is destroyed. You never want to leave the home that your child was last in. Going on vacations 2 weeks after your child is missing is unheard of. Traveling, leaving the home that your child could potentially come back home to is nothing that a parent that is innocent and wanting their child back would ever do. Let's make that very clear. A mother who's lost a child is never, ever the same. It takes years to be able to smile again, longer to learn how to laugh again. A mother who doesn't have to be asked what their child's like, but just randomly starts talking about him because she doesn't want him forgotten. That's what it's like. And Katie has none of those attributes.
Because I've not lost a child. So until we lose a child, how can we tell others how they're supposed to be?
I can, okay? There's other people that can. Several other people that know what it's like. And they can't believe the way Katie is acting.
How they're supposed to grieve.
Right, and how they're supposed to act. I can't tell them that they can't laugh or they're not supposed to eat.
I thought your little bear was picking its nose, and that was going to be my favorite bear ever.
Thank you
That bear was
all.
picking its nose. I kicked somebody's ass.
I thought that little teddy bear was picking its nose. I'd make a teddy bear pick my nose. I wanted to go over. Somebody said, they don't agree with Queen being welcoming. The thing I've seen is I've seen Queen be more humble than Brittany in comparison.
Hold on. Y'all, we ain't never getting through this if I'm going to keep stopping and commentating. But Queen B being more respectful than Brittany J, I call bullshit all day, every day. I don't know what was in the Kool-Aid they drank. But folks, it must have been pretty potent, okay? We'll just leave it there. Thank you for those sweet comments. I don't say those things to get sympathy. I say them just to make a point. That, those of us who know what it's like to live life without your child, there's no rule book. There's no written book on how you're supposed to do. There is nothing that is set in stone, but there's no one that has lost a child that had nothing to do with it acts the way Katie does. And I cannot understand it in any way.
I think that's where we're going with this.
She's blunt. Listen, but I don't give a damn what anybody says. She did not have to publicly thank me for what I said.
Yes, K-Mac.
I mean every word I said too. She didn't have to ever thank me, because we all should take a stance when it comes to people's children. I don't care who you like or who you do not like.
I know. That's why I'm sitting here right now like, oh, hell no. Like, we don't do the kid stuff. Like, because I was in the drama that didn't really surround Sebastian. Again, like I said, I got emails that had other creators that were tagged, and that's how I got involved with Sebastian. I did one live, and then somebody started sending me stuff that they wanted me to go over, dogs videos and stuff like that. Well, I didn't agree. I wasn't agreeable. So I got some, a little bit of clap back in the email or whatever.
Yeah, I will say, B-Tim, he could have at any point in time outside of that courthouse, he could have shit-talked him to the moon and back. Guess what? He didn't. He did not.
No,
at all.
We done heard that phone call. We all heard that phone call between you and him. He ain't gonna shit talk anybody he's trying to get in bed. There, I said it, okay? But that's pretty much what I got from that phone call.
He didn't.
I don't really think that's where his priority is. I think Seth, this is the only reason why I think that Seth has no idea where Sebastian is because of this such resentment he holds with Chris and Katie. I don't think
he holds resentment because the mother of his child has yet to speak to him. Come on, people. You're not stupid. My gosh. People, this does not make sense. He holds resentment, but yet Mr. Chris is the one that said they work as a unit together. Lord help us. TJ, stop it. Oh my God. I'm speechless. his ex-wife has a criminal defense attorney hired. Yes, Seth's got a right to be pissed.
I think Seth has anything to do with his, being missing. I just think all the resentment that Seth's ever had is now coming out. And I can understand that, and through grief, I can to a certain degree. But at some point, this has been like, what, 2 years? It's going on 2 years, a year and a half.
We're past the year.
Exactly, Linda.
They trashed. I asked them why they trashed you so much. They gave that on me. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. I don't know who Magic. I don't know you by that name, and I'm sorry that happened. Listen, sometimes people fuck up. They just do.
Okay,
Terry Lynn, I've fucked up so many times, girl. Diplomatic than I am. I can diplomatic that.
Smiley, what part did you want to rehear? Somebody tell me how far back. Somebody tell me how far back. Hey, Joe. Hey, everybody coming in. Thank y'all for being here. TJ. I don't know how far back y'all wanted to go back. Somebody tell me. Where she said, I think Seth, don't know where Sebastian is. Gotcha. Okay. Let's just go back to about right here. We'll play from here.
Shit. And told she's on drugs.
Well, listen. Let's be fair. If I was her, I'd have been on drugs too. Don't get me wrong. I would have been at the psychiatrist, being like, "You need to give me something because I'm gonna lose my fucking shit."
But no one's been charged here. No one.
I don't know if anybody ever will be. What if 2 years from now we see freaking Sebastian like dabbing in Florida or California, or like a place that he used to live or something, like on a video like we.
Because I went up on Queen's panel. Listen, I respect Queen a lot more than I respect that one.
Well, at least Queen's not look. There's a lot of things I can say, and it would go into a deep rabbit hole because what I just got out of and what I just seen was some crazy stuff. And I've seen it before, but on this level, it was like the beginning. So Queen's a much better. She's much more diplomatic than I am. I can say that.
She welcomed me. Listen, that woman welcomed me. She thanked me when she didn't have to. She didn't have to thank me when I stood up for her babies. You know what? Why would I not speak up?
Hi, Teresa.
And I am not and never have been on a green damn team. I've always said,
what?
Always. I'm on the side of Sebastian. I'm not on this side shit.
You have always said that.
This is crazy. And
I give her that. She has said that. Hold on a minute, guys. We got us a new member here. My computer will work. Is it going to do anything? Come on. There we go. Southern Charm. Welcome, my friends. Is it going to work? Hello? Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the South.
Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. Got enough to go around. Can I get a right and get down? Welcome to the South.
Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you to everybody that's here listening. This is Moon in Crama, and she has Terry Lynn on her panel. Okay, this will be getting really close to the part where they say Seth really don't think has anything to do with his disappearance. Let's listen.
Money crap. Listen, I can show my shit. If y'all think $17K is a lot, in a year, baby,
No.
I'm making bank, bitch. I'm making it. I'll take, but it wasn't supposed to ever be about that. That's crazy.
Right. I guess I'm just not seeing it, but I'll be respectful of others' opinions in here. Well,
I don't know.
I think maybe she's talking about Seth, and I've seen it just both ways. I've just seen it. Magic Star. I have seen both Chris and both Seth be aggressive, not only to each other but to women on the online. So I can't really say one's worse or better than the other. I understand that there was contention between the entire family before this child went missing. That's what you have to understand. There's a whole background.
I can say this right here. Chris never shit talked him.
Oh, I believe that.
And I was standing right there, and he did not do that. He didn't.
I don't believe he did. I don't believe he did. I think when that man texts Seth, I think that's probably one of the most fucked up things that he probably ever had to do in his life. I bet just because the words that were sent, like at first I was like, this is cold, but then.
Yeah, it was cold when he said, don't be mad, but Sebastian's missing. It's pretty damn cold.
I was like, what do you say? Oh, you was talking about QB.
I wouldn't know what. Listen, I've never lost a child. I can't say how people are supposed to react because I've not lost a child. So until we lose a child, how can we tell others how they're supposed to be?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
How they're supposed to grieve.
Right, and how they're supposed to act. I can't tell them that they can't laugh or they're not supposed to eat.
I thought your little bear was picking its nose, and that was going to be my favorite bear ever.
If that bear was picking its nose, I would make somebody's eye.
I thought that little teddy bear was picking its nose. I'd make a teddy bear pick my nose. I wanted to go over. Somebody said, they don't agree with Queen being welcoming. The thing I've seen is I've seen Queen be more humble than Brittany in comparison. I think that's where we're going with this.
No.
She's blunt. Listen, but I don't give a damn what anybody says. She did not have to publicly thank me for what I said. I mean every word I said too. She didn't have to ever thank me because we all should take a stance when it comes to people's children. I don't care who you like or who you do not like.
I know. That's why I'm sitting here right now like, oh, hell no. Like, we don't do the kid stuff. Like, because I was in the drama that didn't really surround Sebastian. Again, like I said, I got emails that had other creators that were tagged, and that's how I got involved with Sebastian. I did one live, and then somebody started sending me stuff that they wanted me to go over, dogs videos and stuff like that. Well, I didn't agree. I wasn't agreeable. So I got some, a little bit of clapback in the email or whatever.
Yeah, I will say, B-Tim, he could have at any point in time outside of that courthouse, he could have shit-talked him to the moon and back. Guess what? He didn't. He did not.
How do we know that, though?
He didn't.
I don't really think that's where his priority is. I think Seth, this is the only reason why I think that Seth has no idea where Sebastian is because of this such resentment he holds with Chris and Katie. I don't think Seth has anything to do with his, being missing.
There it is, Smiley. There it is.
Think all the resentment that Seth's ever had is now coming out, and I can understand that, and through grief I can to a certain degree, but at some point this has been like 2 years, it's going on 2 years, a year and a half.
We're past the year. First I was trying to I'm sorry. And
did y'all hear that? She was reading a text message, obviously, or an email or something.
I'm sorry. I don't know who Magic. I don't know you by that name, and I'm sorry that happened. Listen, sometimes people fuck up. They just do.
Terry Lynn, I fucked up so many times, girl. Hey, listen, your fuck up was during something that you were trying to do to help people. Don't feel bad. You didn't fuck up. You just fucked up fucking around with the wrong people. And I've done it too.
I'll tell you why I changed, what changed me. because I'll tell you, Magic. I don't know who you are. I really don't know who that is. Here's what changed me with her. I can see Queen's heart. A lot of people just see this brash person. I don't see that with her. I'm sorry, I don't.
I see it.
Person with a heart.
Oh, I see it. I am too, girl.
Heart.
Hail to the nah. Look, Terry Lynn's a Scorpio. Yeah, okay, I am too. And that's the thing. I have that, in my humble opinion, I have seen her. She's passionate. A matter of fact, I feel like I have a lot of we have a lot of
say this.
things in common.
Fuck it, I'm out it. Queen, forgive me later. You know what? Mother's Day. Do you think this woman had to do this? And you know what? If I got one, I know a lot of other mamas did too. I got a cash out from that woman for Mother's Day. So for people that think that she doesn't do for others,
you're wrong.
She does for others because she.
So Queen Bee gave Terry Lynn a cash app on Mother's Day. Huh. You know, they do pass around payments over there pretty regular.
And I'll vouch for that too. I'm not going to go into it, but I'll vouch for that too.
She does things, and she does not ask for accolades for them.
I think she is a very smart lady. I think she's very both street-wise, and I think she's, I think she's a decent person. People's pasts don't divide them, and
we all
define them.
Who here?
Okay. Yes, Ginger's girl's mom. Terry Lynn got a free printer and all her gas money paid for. She advertised her channel on Sebastian's flyer. Her channel was built on Sebastian's name. Yes. And when the other side trashed her up one side and down the other, folks, I stood up for her. I thought she's the one out there on foot walking around searching for this child. If she has her channel on those flyers, so be it. She's making them. She's passing them out. I didn't think it was a horrible, horrible thing. I'm telling you, I stood up for her. I don't get this at all.
Here has not fucked up in their life. Raise your hand. If you are that good, please tell me that y'all have never fucked up.
I think her heart is so big because she's seen shit. You know what I mean, Terry Lynn? When you see shit in life, yes.
We don't know the things that she's been through. We don't know what another has been through, but you can feel it. I can feel that woman's heart. I'm sorry. People don't like that I see that and I feel that. I feel her heart.
I do too. That's why I watched her for a long time. She just, sometimes she gets to saying stuff and I'll be like, damn, this sounds so bad. But then I had to recognize something between me and Queen is that we're a lot alike. We just say whatever the fuck we want to say. She's actually better than me about keeping her tongue.
You know but I even said going into this, I would not lose my shit. And you know what? I did so good for so long. I did.
Me too, K-Mac.
They pressed that button. And I thought, fuck this shit.
When did they press the button to activate?
Oh, God. Well, that lie, first of all, ringing my phone in November, and this code red shit, listen, y'all threatened the wrong dummy. Okay, y'all thought y'all had some country bumpkin dumbass here.
Okay, wait. Who threatened her? Who threatened her? You know, the funny part is, it didn't come from the green team. It's not over here on our side of the street that is doing the threatening, Terry Lynn. It's your respectful buddy over there.
No, when a neurologist says your ass is to be laid flat, okay? No searching, no this. Bitch, why the hell am I answering the phone to you, Nick? And you threaten shit.
What? Y'all, let's listen to that part just a little bit. Let's go back just a tad here.
Wise, and I think she's I think she's a decent person. People's past don't defy them and define them.
Who here has not fucked up in their life? Raise your hand. If you are that good, please tell me that y'all never fucked up.
I think her heart is so big because she's seen shit. You know what I mean, Terry Lynn? When you see shit in life, yes.
We don't know the things that she's been through. We don't know what another has been through, but you can feel it. I can feel that woman's heart. I'm sorry, people don't like that I see that and I feel that. I feel her heart.
I feel it's hard. I feel it's nasty and disgusting. She's seen ticks. Wow. I'm just blown away, guys. Really, I am. This is crazy.
I do too. That's why I watched her for a long time. She just, sometimes she gets to saying stuff and be like, damn, this sounds so bad. But then I had to recognize something between me and Queen is that we're a lot alike. We just say whatever the fuck we want to say. She's actually better than me about keeping her tongue, you know but
I even said going into this, I would not lose my shit. And you know what? I did so good for so long. I did. Until they pressed that button. And I thought, fuck this shit.
When did they press?
But see, she didn't say who they are, okay? We all know she's talking about At Night, Nick, Pong. Good golly. Oh, lordy.
Press the button to activate.
Oh, God. Well, that lie, well, first of all, ringing my phone in November, and this code red shit, listen.
Code red shit. There ain't no code red shit. Code red. Lord help us, people. Lord help us.
Y'all threatened the wrong dummy. Okay? Y'all thought y'all had some country bumpkin dumbass here. No, when a neurologist says your ass is to be laid flat, okay? No searching, no this. Bitch, why the hell am I answering the phone to you, Nick? And you threatening shit.
Nig? Really? Nig? She lost her mind, y'all. The hillbilly coming out in that girl.
Get the hell out of here. And I've got your threats.
Yes, tugs on the heartstring. No code red, no packets. Give us a freaking break. A big red, maybe. Yeah.
Over ego.
Threatening me, and then bringing my kid up. You fuck
what?
Yeah, I don't play with that shit, and I'll cuss his ass out, and I'll do it again.
But my question is she sure that was Nick? Is she sure that came from Nick? Or was it like all the other phone calls that are being made to people telling them to shut up? The ones coming from Tennessee. Maybe that's who threatened you. The ones you ran to. That side over there. The ones who gave you the Kool-Aid to drink.
Damn right I did.
Yeah, see,
you ran it.
Did.
I'll say what I said to him, but he probably recorded it anyways. I don't give a damn.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Look, she said, wow, that's very, B-Tim Swimming Lesson says, wow, that's very sweet. I agree. Unlike BJ, she doesn't advertise the good she does. Yeah, well, she also doesn't fucking, as soon as she does something for you and you thank her for it out loud, she doesn't act like it's some big conspiracy because somebody else said it was. I mean, that was the weirdest thing I ever seen, being tipped by people to stuff. And then when I say thank you, like it's it's a big deal. So I'm sorry that they've all turned on you. That's why I never get too close.
I got a message this morning, a text. I'm not gonna call you out by name, but lady, really, maybe you need to evaluate the Kool-Aid and the flavor.
Oh, Kool-Aid. What now? Kool-Aid? That's funny. That's funny. She knows about the Kool-Aid.
Ooh.
That you drank. No, it wasn't you. I was like, wait, no, it wasn't you that texted me. Actually, hold on. Let me get that text pulled up. Hold on. I'll pull the text up.
TL, has your number changed? Magic started to text you.
No, I seen her text. I had no idea you had so much vile, pathologic venom in you. Bitch, excuse me? Because I spoke my peace of mind while y'all sit in a chat while I'm being trashed and don't say shit, and then y'all gang up on Hatters because she has balls to do it, unlike others.
I got your balls.
And I've had a lot of people fooled. Really?
Terry Lynn, Magic says, are you talking to her?
No,
she didn't get your text.
No, I'm not talking to you. That was sent. No, this nasty text that I got at, I'll tell y'all what time it was. At 4:31 a.m. And wants to know what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Lady, just...
What's wrong with you? We're all asking the same question. What the hell, Terry Lynn? What the hell? This is crazy. Crazy, y'all.
Sat in the chat while I was being trashed.
Sometimes you do have to reach out. Look, some people get mad because, you have to reach out to the other side or whatever. I don't know why people are so tribal here. It's crazy, but they better leave Hatters.
Maybe because we don't want to be associated with you. Maybe it's that we have a little more class. We have a little more self-respect for ourselves. And we would like to keep our side drama free, where y'all thrive on the drama. So that does divide people. And thank God I'm on the right side of the street.
Alone. You ain't lying. They better leave her alone, Pookie.
Yeah, I was like,
we don't have a whole ass problem up in here. We're gonna be going to war if people don't shut up.
They wouldn't even let her speak. I was like, what the hell's wrong with y'all?
Well, half of it's because she's in here. She's been getting treated different.
So what? She can go wherever the hell she wants to go.
Look, she said, I was trying to remind you of who I am.
No, I got it. I got it. But yeah, I was like, you know what? Tag me in because I guess I'll have to do a stream. I don't like doing the drag streams. I don't. They're not the fun ones. I mean, I like to really laugh and act a fool. But if I'm going to correct something, I'm going to correct it. You ain't going to sit here and call me some pathological, vile human because I called an asshole, lying asshole out, and a bitch out, and another bitch out, because that's Trooper's mom. That's a lying bitch.
Okay, hold on now. Yes, Deanna. Terry Lynn herself said that she had an intimate relationship with Mr. Chris's uncle, Big D. Those were her words. I'm not spreading rumors. Those were Terry Lynn's words.
What caused my turnaround? Oh my God. Well, hell, I was attacked by people that said they were my friends. Hello.
Yeah.
How would you?
You turned your back on people that absolutely 100% had your back. So yeah, people are upset. Benny.
Would you feel my turnaround? I'm still me.
No, you ain't.
I've not changed. I've said it from the go. My side has always been Sebastian's.
Well, I'll tell you what. I hope Sebastian comes home and hears this shit talk that you do, Terry Lynn.
She's telling you that Southern Charm, it wasn't necessarily, she's telling you, she did say some experiences that she had. Did you hear? Like she was sick?
What I said. I had to go to the ER. I still got that bill, by the way. My C1 down to my C7 is fucked. I'm not doing a surgery. Well, I probably am. But, yeah.
You sound like me.
I'm laying and doing what I'm told to do, and my phone is being blown up. The things that were said is Do I have them? Absolutely, and a witness to them. When you
Well,
threaten,
Terry, do you need to take it to Clarksville, or you need to take it to? I mean, for real?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Listen, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. But using the R word and telling me that, because y'all haven't heard from me. Listen, I don't sleep with them.
Are you employed by them?
Hell no,
Did you get paid by them?
Nope. Nope.
You're right,
No.
Alicia. It wasn't the uncle, it's the cousin. Sorry, Dad.
I can't really tell you the amount of frustration I have over Nick and Hong. Really, not so much Hong, but Nick.
No jokes. Well, Hong said I rolled over on Sebastian and blamed it on and set Bobby up and blamed it on her.
Girl, I don't keep up with Twitter, so I wouldn't know anything. I'm talking about what I seen from Hong in the very beginning. Not that, and then I stopped paying attention to him because I noticed that every other week it was something new.
Fuck, I couldn't walk. Y'all would not believe
Hey,
this.
Shay.
And it's serious. If I moved the wrong way searching, I could be paralyzed. It was not something I was willing to fucking. No.
Holly S. I'm gonna ask. We'll call him S. Fuck, I don't even know. Y'all make up.
Alicia P, wasn't it curious to you that she was there at the court hearings and she was not sitting on Betty's side? She was on the Proudfoot side. Matter of fact, the last court hearing, she was sitting directly behind the Bowersocks. I'm not making it up. Go look at the pictures. This, I'm afraid, has been her all along. I don't know. I can't say. All I know is this is not who I was following, who I was encouraging, who I would always say, be careful while you're out there. I felt bad for her when her car was tampered with. Who do you think did that? Not anybody over here on our side of the street. That's for damn sure. We want everybody out there searching that can get out there and search. No, this last time she was inside. It shows her behind the Bowersocks this last time. And then I guess she went outside with Crabtree at some point. I don't know, guys. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I'll tell you this. It was not anybody over here that threatened that woman. Why would we want to threaten someone who was out looking? And then now she's going to act like this? I'm sorry, but I don't feel sorry for someone who's going to say they're in this for Sebastian and turn around and talk shit the way she is about everybody. I'm afraid we are seeing the real Terry Lynn. I don't know. Because it sure as hell does not make any sense. Carolina, oh no, ma'am. I'm not going to give anybody a subscription that talks crap the way that this is going down. No, ma'am. No, I'm not.
Names for your other, like your SOs, but I'll ask my SO to pull it up again, and then I'll try to show you a blip so you can see that it is on this website and it is this logo. That's all I can do, because it comes in what I seen. It came in I don't even want to tell you what was on the screen. It comes in, it flies in from the left to the right,
Exactly,
the at night
Holly.
logo,
She knows
and
it
then
was them.
and then it comes out. But in the picture, it was a girl it had one in her mouth. Thank you so much for the $5 Cash App. You guys also, I just got an email. Why are people? Why do I have this up here? And I'm not supposed to have it up, but I don't care. If you want to send me a tip, you can. You can fuck off to the person who sent me that email. I know who the fuck you are too. Why do you people think that I don't know who you are?
What?
If I talked to you in private before, because they want to take my channel down. They unmonetized my channel, and now I'm running. See, you're not supposed to run links, so come get my channel down. I don't care. Fuck it. But I just had a unscrupulous email come through and say, why are you thinking people for things? You're not supposed to be collecting money. Whatever. Okay. Carrie's friend, stupid. I don't care. It's $15 that I've gotten today. Yay. I mean,
I haven't
man?
streamed in 2 months.
Honey, you shouldn't. If you're sick, don't stream.
You know,
I don't even know why you're on here if you're sick, and I wouldn't be even fucking with these people. Fuck those dudes. Don't give them any ounce of your fucking energy, girl.
After I said what I said, listen, I was done. And then once I was done, it was like, oh no, you cannot walk away. Bitch, I can walk away from anything. You cannot tell me. I'll be damned.
She's a Scorpio, motherfucker. She can walk away from any.
You threatened my child. You said I rolled over a child and blamed it on a friend and set her up, meaning Bobby. That was you, Hong, that
Very
said that.
possible.
You stupid fucker. Y'all made a lot of things that could have gotten me killed because, this, y'all.
And you're a little bitty thing, ain't ya?
Listen, hell no, I can handle myself.
But you're still little, Terry, ain't you?
No, no.
She said no. She's 6 foot tall, bulletproof.
But, they want to think that they can control people. Well, I'm not one that can be controlled. You can't tame me.
Terry, I'll tell you, you know what? That's the same with me. And I believe when I got those emails and stuff, that's why they gave up on me quickly because basically said, I'm not going to agree with everything you send me. They wanted me to
sign line 30, so they can fuck off.
I didn't sign a line either, so.
Shay, who knows, Shay?
And I did that on purpose because.
You are the dark-sideds. I wish I had that damn clip of the dark-sideds. I thought it was funny because it was called the dark side. I kind of made fun and trolled on both sides. Yeah, I made fun and trolled on both sides. But I don't. Again, I still don't believe Seth is part of his son's. But I'm starting to feel like they're trying to set up an entrapment or some thing towards Katie and Chris.
Oh, good Lord. Who's the one that said she was in the home with her child that night alone, and yet there's no evidence he left the home? If he didn't leave the home, there's no evidence, no video footage, no digital evidence of him leaving the home. There's only 3 options. Katie passed him off at the convenience store before they got home from Texas Roadhouse. Katie carried him out at 3 a.m. in the back of the common area to a waiting car. Or Katie carried him out in her car at 6 o'clock that morning. That would explain that missing time from the time she got on the phone to her husband and the time the 911 call was made. Because there is no scent, there is no footage of him ever walking away. But she was there right in the house with him. It's called common sense, people. Start using your brain.
Like that's what they were trying to work to, or I don't know. I can't quite figure these people out. But BJ's in her own fucking world.
Well, and I'll also correct her on that. Listen, Seth did receive $200 spousal support.
Alimony?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's.
You mean even while?
I mean, it's court ordered, I'm sure.
Even while he's been working and stuff, like that's still going on. She's still paying him.
Hey, I'm not asked, but I'm just saying.
I
mean, that spouse support, I never asked. But
it is. Peg, it's been bad on both sides. It really has been bad on both sides. It's gotten uglier and uglier as it's gone on.
Oh, it has, and that's my point. I'm not going to have some woman lie on me that thinks that she knows me in a place that I live here. Are you crazy?
Well, keep yourself safe, Terry Lynn, because
trust me, I am. I'm very safe. I'm
not just safe from like harm, but you know. Well, yeah, girl. Hey, lies will piss a motherfucker off real bad, especially when you put so much into it, and they had the nerve to treat you like shit after you've sacrificed and sacrificed.
Yes. No, I will not. I will not. No. And he sat in a chat and wrote that shit. And people sat there and actually went along with that. No. I don't know SF.
I think he is too.
So that's I can say I don't have a relationship with him, so I don't know.
Well, one of the things that you just said, I will say, is something that SF said too about Bobby, but not, about Bobby. So I'm thinking, it's just been a mess from the jump. It's just been a total shit show, and there's going to have to be somebody's going to have to put some boundaries up as far as creators or parents or whatever, if they want help from social sites. I don't know how to do it though. You can't hall monitor everything, and it's really not a good idea for people who are inside of missing, for people to get online and be talking about it.
How about all the people in the drama community go away and talk about drama stuff, while the rest of us true crime people stay over here and talk about the true crime things? That would help solve the problem. But see, the drama side has to talk about the true crime people attack. So yeah, that doesn't work well.
About anything. This is what's persuading juries and stuff before people even hit trial and stuff like that. So it's a whole chain of events. It's ruining
Whose trial, huh? Whose trial? Because you said Seth, you don't think knows anything about what happened to his son. So that would leave who? Your friends? Mr. Chris and KK?
Investigations.
Well, I didn't agree with, you know what? Our trauma is our story to tell. Our essays as children, that's our stories. No one should steal our stories and tell them. I didn't like that.
Well, when he told that story, I thought it was relevant to the situation, but it turns out it was irrelevant to the situation. However, it is relevant to
therapy.
Okay, yeah. I go with you, Moon. It is relevant. It shows that while Sebastian was in the home of his mother and stepfather when he was young, that happened. Now, he's disappeared from the home of his mother and his stepfather. Yeah, there's a pattern here.
Yes. His choice of therapy. I mean, what?
You're right, Peg. You are right.
And I agree with what BTM is saying, swimming lessons. No, he's got me blocked.
Okay, let's clear something up. There ain't nobody on the face of this earth should ever agree with something BTM says, okay? Let's just call the facts for what it is.
I've been blocked since before November. And keep me blocked.
Who, Seth?
Yeah.
I'll be damned. Excuse me.
And my mistake was getting too close to him.
Yep.
And that, therefore, you form an opinion and you choose a side. And I had to back that away and back it all the way up.
I thought you were on Sebastian's side, Terry Lynn.
They're all missing a kid. You're right.
And that's the point right there. They are. It's not just one parent. It's not just, they're all missing a child. And you can't tell me that Chris doesn't love Sebastian, because he does. Just like.
Oh, I can. I truly can. I got facts to back that up too. Let me know if you need them.
The guy says, you can't tell me that Katie doesn't love her son, because she does. You cannot tell me that Seth doesn't love his son. He does.
At this point, I'm just more and more, it's starting to look like, after you've seen the conversations of maybe him being placed or being moved, more and more it does look as if that he would be voluntarily eloping or running away on his own. The only thing that messes me up is that he didn't have any shoes on, but I think Sebastian is smart enough to stash something somewhere, a bag somewhere at some time, and go pick it up later on.
So why would he want to leave his home? He had a fun day. Ask his mama. It was fun. It was great. He had a glass of popcorn. She made spaghetti pancakes. He called his family and bragged about it. Come on now. Why would he want to run away? Oh, wait, he didn't, because there's no evidence to prove he ever left his home. Call Craddock. Ask him.
That wouldn't surprise me. And I believe that Sebastian Rogers account on YouTube, I believe that's Sebastian's account.
Oh my
God.
That
would be very scary
people,
if it
please.
is. I don't know.
Terry, I think it is. Because it was made right before, like just a couple months before he went. I think it is his. And it's a video of him doing what his mom and Chris and everybody says he does. He'll watch people from behind. He'll watch people from behind the wall. Remember how his mom said that he'll watch you?
I'm a people watcher.
So this account being his could not possibly be an account like all the fake accounts, the troll account, all the things like that. Lord help us. Please, God help us, because this is beyond stupid.
Sure. Yeah. He just liked to watch, he was watching. He likes to, and plus, obviously, he probably had some social, things. So he probably studied a lot. I've worked very close with people high on the spectrum in restaurants and stuff. They're extremely emotional.
In restaurants.
Most teams want a YouTube channel. Yeah. Most teams want a YouTube channel. I think it is. I think that YouTube channel is Sebastian's.
And it could be. You may be right. He may have met someone on these sites. Listen, if anybody actually listened to the
Good night,
stream
Lolo.
that Queen did.
Thanks for being
Since people say
here.
she doesn't do content, well, she did. It was about the young man that was gay. His name was Blaze, and he was murdered. And I wish that people would go back and watch that stream. Just watch it. It'll open your eyes a little bit more, a hell of a lot more.
Thank you, Rabbit Hole. Say that again. What do you say to watch again? And it'll open your eyes.
It's a stream that Queen did about a young guy. I don't remember how old.
That was LGBT. Or that was gay.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you, that really even opened my eyes, even so more. A lot more. A hell of a lot more. And I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm here to say, open your mind to think a little bit and give a little bit more grace all the way around. We're here.
I ain't giving grace to two parents who have had 5 CPS reports in their home against the child that just weeks after the last CPS case went missing. Sorry, no grace here.
Everybody wants to point the finger all this way, that way. Stop. Lay your swords down and stop.
I also want to say that hiring a media company / investigation company on all this stuff on his.
I'm sorry.
Nope, never. I'll watch a TC channel regarding any missing or murdered children.
Well, then look.
Yeah, but Lisa, you watch Lisa, I see where look, girl, I be seeing you, but I see where you're at. You do listen. You do be in the true crime chats. I'm talking Crama, right? I don't really.
No, then look it up because she played it straight. Their words, please. His name was Blaze.
Did you hear that though? I'm talking Crama. When did Sebastian become Crama? What has Sebastian ever done to these people to become Crama? It really just pisses me off to hear those words. Sebastian has never done anything to deserve any of this Crama, drama, crap. He deserves to be found, is what he deserves. He deserves people to call out the truth. But you people over there idolizing Mr. Chris, who wants to attack a woman and tell her to start a shotgun. You should feel proud about yourselves about now.
His mother, listen, it was solved. It was solved.
People have a very rough time dealing with people because they associate personalities with people that they know or they've known in the past, or it's natural. I have grace for all of them because I don't know, Lisa. I don't. But I've been pissed off at all of them. I've been pissed off at Chris. I've been pissed off at Katie. I think all of them have did it at one time or another. Really had something to do with it. So at the bottom line, though, when you put things together, like, yeah, he is going to find a way to get on the internet. He's 15. He can play chess. This isn't, it's not rocket science how to get a Wi-Fi signal. Even at McDonald's.
Okay, let's recall something. Sebastian was not on the internet. He was not allowed to. Okay, but like I said in my earlier live, it's funny how his Switch got hacked. That's something that needs internet service. You have to be online for that to happen. He wasn't even home and his Switch was online. So I'm not sure about the whole no internet thing. I think that was just to make Katie and Chris look like really great parents.
McDonald's or whatever, but
true. Or the neighbor.
Or even while he's at or the neighbor. And he could have the neighbor could have had it all wide open for him to get into and they could have not known.
I found it. Blaze Bernstein, he was killed after leaving home to meet an acquaintance at a park in California. And the person that did this, it was his former high school classmate, Samuel Woodward. And they were declaring that the incident was a hate crime. He was sentenced to life in prison.
Oh, Chris definitely lies. It's okay to talk about this and to think of the possibilities, but when law enforcement tells you there's no evidence he ever left his home, that puts it in a whole different category. You can't compare that to a boy who actually left his home. Get real, people. Come on now.
That's right, because the man. Now, was there any backstory? Like,
yes, and y'all have got to look that up. Just type his name in. It's Blaze, and his last name is Bernstein.
Bernstein. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It happened January 2nd, 2018.
Yeah, this bothered me about Chris swatting him with the belt and stuff like that. I'm sure that bothers people a lot too. I have an issue with it. I would never allow my or my husband that was not their child. Look, I'd throw a fit when my own kids' dads put their hands on my kids because I want to know why. Why did you spank them? Why did you do this? But I don't want to keep judging. At this point in time, we can't
change the past, y'all.
We cannot change the past, and at this point in time, we need to move forward and look about resolve and how we're going to fix this. Because
Right now,
about the true
Sebastian's the
crime.
most important. I'm sorry. We're worried about this parent or that parent. Fuck the parents. They can speak for themselves. Listen.
Except for Katie. She can't speak for herself because Mr. Chris speaks for her.
Who's more important? Who's missing? Who doesn't have a voice? Sebastian.
Right, Sebastian. I hope to God he has listen, I have a totally different idea about where he is or what his. I don't want to say it out loud. I don't want to hurt any people, but
Yeah.
I
And we're probably
want him very much to be alive, but for some reason, I think that he may not be. It's a gut instinct that I have, unfortunately.
And I do get you on that.
It's only because in my gut, and this is what, and people will be like, oh, whatever, here she goes. In my gut, I feel concrete and water. That's what I feel. Concrete and water. And I don't think.
Okay, let's think back to Terry Bowersox Jr. in his Facebook post about Mr. Chris being the one responsible. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he say something about concrete on federal property by the water?
I think water is touching him. A lot of it. A lot of water isn't touching him.
Shut up, Terry.
She said, I don't think water's touching him. I don't think.
I need to shut my mouth.
I just see concrete and water. I don't know what that means, but I don't feel like his body is touching water. If that makes sense. So how's that? I don't know. But I hate to say that because of but I am being rational and logical about what could have happened. Now, hopefully the kid is like in Florida, like living it up, like sneaking into Disney World and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That would be cool.
Hell, that's just like he's sitting in a cabin playing video games. Come on. Shit.
Well, we can all dream about where he might be, but you know what? The fact is that his parents, they have the worst nightmares about where he actually could be too, Terry, hold me down for a second. I got a pee-pee.
Oh, Lord, she got just a tinkle. Moon sees a vision of concrete and water, but not a street sign. Listen, I said I would put a lien on my land when that one lady, somebody told me about, that true crime, is it true crime junkie? I don't know, because I don't watch the lady, but some psychic lady said she knew exactly where he was, and I said, well, hell, she got a day to get here, and a day to find him, and a day to get her ass back home. Listen, I never whip my babies with belts. I will say that one time their dad did, and that didn't end well, but that's just me. I'm not going to judge how somebody chooses to discipline, because I can't change something from the past.
Shut up, Lycan. What do you mean, but not a street sign?
I don't know. They're talking about the damn street sign.
Moon sees a vision of concrete and water, but not a street sign. I can't stand you, Lycan.
I don't know Lycan, but they said it.
He's being a fool. He's making fun of my vision. But I want to know, am I supposed to see a street sign somewhere?
Yeah, alligator.
I'll be looking out for street signs all day
alligator.
long. How do you expect these babies to learn anything?
Oh, well, I'm not. Listen, mine walked the damn chalk line.
At least does not judge.
I was very strict, and I will never say I wasn't. There's things that I was probably too strict about.
Yeah, Rhonda.
If I could go back, I'd probably change it. But I think that in the outcome of it all, I have 3 damn good kids out of it all.
Hey, forgive me not.
If you're talking, Lycan, if you're talking about like autistic children or whatever, I don't know. Look, I don't know where he's at.
I don't know.
If you're talking about how do you expect autistic children to learn anything, that's a freaking. It's an excellent point. Look, some autistic people. This is probably the saddest part about a high spectrum autistic person. I'm going to tell you, my brother is very high on the spectrum. So
we're all on the spectrum. If you want to,
for real, we kind of are.
We're all, each damn one of us. We on the spectrum. That's in some ways we are. What?
Do you want me to squint?
Oh shit.
He wants me to squint looking at street signs. I don't know.
Shit.
I'm a look, Lycan. He's giving me hidden. He's probably trolling me, being an asshole, but it's okay.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, if I had your email address, I could send you some, but I was like...
He's not a troll, Peg Marbeleg. He's a creator, but he is a troll. Hey, Peg, meet Amber, Moon and Crama. Hi, I'm a troll. I just go under my real name. I just tell you who I am, and I sign my name to it. That's Lycan. That's Lycan too. He's a creator. He's not a troll.
Talented fucking damn. Are you one of those that left that note or whatever? What the hell that note? Whatever it was about. I'm gone to be YouTube famous.
That's fucking Crafton and Kim.
Deanna.
I don't know those idiots.
Crafton, Kim went across country 11 days after talking to Crafton on the phone and picked him up from his chick's house and cleaned out whatever they wanted to leave, and they left her. He was with her for like 12 years, and he left her a post-it saying, "I'm leaving to be YouTube famous with a lawyer." Well, she ain't a lawyer. They never got YouTube famous.
Bless its heart.
I know, bless its heart. I'm not a troll. I'm the most talented fucking content creator you'll ever meet. Yep, I'm famous.
Damn, this is crazy. Famous.
He's just that's Jamie. Actually, he's very smart. If you went to see his content, I don't know. Some people hate him.
Okay, we're gonna go a little fast.
It was a studio. It was a music studio.
They was making some kinky music. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that Crafton and Kim thing is weird. It's funny how people sweep the madness. So, but I'm gonna finish this thing.
Yeah, you finish this.
Yep, and then I'm gonna head over to
your ass. I got to tell you that I have listened to you, and I'm like, at some points, I'm like,
this bitch is crazy.
This bitch has got to get it together. What she just went off the. Oh my God! What in the fuck? She was going strong. What are you doing?
All over the
Listen,
place.
if I find out something that's not right or whatever, I'll stop, and I can't.
Jenny's trying to figure out where she's at on the spectrum. Lord, I'm telling you, this just is insane.
I'll have to process everything again. You know what, Terry Lynn? I had some people that were trying to kind of cultivate an area over here to make something that was not, and instead of me having my own voice, I found that people want to take my channel to use their voice in it. So I had to do what I had to do to get about it. Finally, I just had to say, fuck you guys, and get them on because,
Do you? You know what? And if people want to hear you, they're going to come. They'll be there.
And I don't care if I talk to 4 people or 80, 100 people. I don't care. I'm going to be really glad, though, to get this minimalistic channel, like, really going up and going. After I get the surgery done, I'll be able to really do it because I'll be more mobile and stuff. And that way people can understand.
What? In California? Damn. Because I'm right there at that 2K mark, I'm a little under it, and I'm thinking, shit, this is crazy. I live on the land.
You don't live off the land?
I don't want to live on, I lived there for 3 years, but I'm good.
Well, if you can, hey, look into putting a couple of tiny places up there, especially if it's in the country or something.
It is.
People will rent them, Terry. They will stay in
I
them
know
just for
they
the
will.
areas.
I know they will. I'd rather, there's 2 different addresses, right? And I would rather just sell one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that for taxes and all that. I know.
Well, the taxes are cheap out there where the land is.
Is it?
Fuck yeah, $200. It's
okay.
$200 a year.
Yeah,
That's
the
there.
spirit box. Love the spirit box.
Girl, if you got the money to do something, or if you can get a loan to do something like that, put those little tumblers out there. Put those little tumblers that, the little mini tiny homes. They're called tumblers. And I do have a layout laid out on it, but. And then, if it's out in the country there, they can go out there and look for the stars. Them city people, they love that stuff.
People from California do too.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, did you happen to even tune in or hear about you probably didn't, but because this was just off the side. Do you remember the folklore about the man who buried the treasure and then somebody found the treasure? There's a Netflix documentary on now.
That's old news.
I don't think I have, but I got Netflix. And he was telling us why he started running, because my papa's a talker. And he said when my wife died.
Okay, I ain't got no
in here because I will call her and tell her.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be like, this bitch is crazy. What are you doing? I'm crazy, but I'm a Scorpio.
So am I. November 2nd. I'm a Scorpio.
So where are you born, in the first, middle, last of the month?
I'm the 2nd.
I'm the 9th. So we're both, and you're the same day as my.
Lord, I don't care.
talking about it's just because she's in high stress.
Okay.
It's
we done. We done with that, guys. Lord help us. My gosh. We just sat there for almost 2 daggum hours. What did we get from that? What did we get from that? I hope after I do my lives, y'all get more out of it than what we just got. Because I basically got schizophrenia from listening. So, it's what Jenny's still trying to figure out what part of the spectrum she's on. We're all dumb. There you go. That's what we got from that. Lord. She had a lot of coffee. We all need a jug of holy water. Yes, we do. We all need a little bit of that. I got a little paranoid. Oh my goodness. You know, you can't make this stuff up, y'all. I'm not joking. If anybody would like to call in and tell us their thoughts, here's the number. Y'all can call in if you would like to. I'll tell you this, though. Like I've said, they can have their thoughts and opinions and talk about it all they want to. Yes, Holly, I have a headache. I'm just like, seriously. Seriously. I am very disappointed because I honestly thought that Terry Lynn was in this for Sebastian. I honestly thought that she was out looking and searching and doing good. If you're in it for Sebastian, then you're trying to find out what could have happened to him and where in the hell could he be right now. You know, that's what you would be doing if you're in this for Sebastian. You wouldn't be stroking Mr. Chris's ego. You wouldn't be cussing people and tearing people apart. And when I talk about Katie or I talk about Chris, I'm using their words. I use their words and I question their words, their narratives, their explanations, because it does not make sense. Yes, Shay, he needs fluffers. Yeah, he walked to Florida to go to Disney. In 2 years, we'll see him down there dabbing. Don't forget about that. Lord help us. I'm just very curious about the 2-year thing. On the 1-year anniversary, it was mentioned that when he's 18, he might come walking back in that door. We just don't know. What is it with 18? If any of you have not watched my video called The Ark Pennsylvania, please listen to it, because for me, when he turns 18, that is very pertinent. Dollar bills is what's happening. Yes, ma'am. I think there's been some threats. I think there's been some things, and people buy it. They fall into it. It was CP that was the one who said that on a panel. Okay, was it on a panel? Okay. I knew I heard him say it. So, what is it about when he turns 18? The facility I'm talking about, the child had to enter into that facility with no shoes on. None. No shoes. The young man I was talking about went in at the age of 16. He was getting out when he was 18. That young man was told the day after I did my live that he would be leaving the facility on Tuesday, that he needed to start packing. I'm telling you, the Ark of Pennsylvania video struck some nerve with a lot of people that work in a certain facility up north. Yes, Deanna, I know here in Texas it takes 7 years. I wonder, is KK still getting his disability? I wonder if that money is being paid to that facility. Yes, Rita, you need to go listen to it. I'm telling you, it was huge. And don't forget, Richard Bishop, who looks identical to Yellow Jacket guy at Texas Roadhouse, is on the board of one of the facilities for the Ark. Thank you, Love Wins. I don't feel I did it, but I felt what we did and talked about might have helped. Might have helped. There are parents calling asking questions. The facility didn't like that. There was kids being released. If you stop and think about it, that picture that was taken at Texas Roadhouse could have possibly been a photo ID. The man who looks identical to Richard Bishop in the yellow jacket could have taken him and entered him into that facility. That young man's father had no idea where his son was at. And he, like Seth, had joint custody. His insurance was being charged for a place that was listed as a clinic. That video is very pertinent, I believe. It could be a very real possibility that in 2 years, Sebastian might be released from that facility. But what I am worried about is he doesn't have 2 years because of the drugs and the things that happen in those facilities. They don't come out the same person they went in as. Police cannot intercede. It has to be the United States Attorney General. Is the only person that can do it. Oh, Retha, good for you, Retha. You keep working, sister. Yes. They don't release the people because then they lose funding. These children wear ankle monitors and are in a facility with razor wire. It's crazy, folks. That's where CP got HIPAA from. Yep. It is unreal. The similarities between what could have possibly happened to Sebastian and where these facilities. Yeah, not all have razor wire. You're right. The one this young man was in did. There was even a friend of his that did not want to take the shot. They took her into a room, and that evening in group, or they were asked, where is she? Where's she at? And they were told she passed away. Yes, Jenny Machete. Yes. I believe it is Seth that carries the insurance. Yes. Another young man didn't want to do something, and by that evening, when it was time to eat, he was in a wheelchair and they were feeding him because he could not do it on his own. Rhonda says the one in Clarksville has razor wire. There is one in Gallatin, Tennessee as well. Well, only if you look, C-Star, that's the thing. If you look, they're not putting the facility name on there. They're using a different name, and it's a clinic. And to me, I'm sorry, but that is insurance fraud. Okay, Hong said KP holds insurance policy on Sebastian. So then we wouldn't know, would we? I'm telling you, folks, put those flyers out in the mail, email them, put them in the mail, get his face in front of all of these people. Emotional abuse, yes, it's horrible. There's one in Jackson, Tennessee. I'm telling you, there are 280 of those facilities just with the Ark. And Richard Bishop is a board member on one of them. And folks, for the ones who haven't seen it, let me find the picture and I will show you the comparison here. Let me find it. Hang tight, because it's hard to not see it once you see it. Because one picture shows Richard Bishop with the mask on while he's playing golf. It's not the best picture because I took a picture from my computer. Do you see that? That's yellow coat guy in the middle. That is Richard Bishop on both sides. Do you see the similarities? Look at the glasses. It's hard to say that's not him. Richard Bishop is a board member on those facilities, folks. Oh, and just so anybody else wants to see who might have been the one on this side. Oh, the one on this side would be Texas Roadhouse, right before Katie and Sebastian got there. This would be Mr. Chris at the Harley shop while the vigil was happening for Sebastian. Look at those feet. Look. My goodness. Could Mr. Chris have been there? It's crazy, folks. Shay, did you see the picture? Yes, that black truck looks like the one that followed. Silver's. Yes, exactly. Tell you what, I have a bad feeling. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like it at all. K-Mac, I'm telling you, I kept looking at Texas Roadhouse, and I kept looking and digging into it, and the people that were acting really strange, and Yellow Coat guy would not touch that thing with his hand. And I'm like, okay, he's got a germaphobe or whatever, okay. And when that picture on that phone was Sebastian, man, that told a whole different story. Yeah, Shay, I can email you the pictures if you need to. I just took a picture off of my computer. Yes, Deanna, I'm telling you, it is baffling to me. No wire fencing. Good. I thought it was Seth, but they're saying that it was Katie that had the insurance policy on him. I will say this. Wherever Sebastian is, I pray that he's safe. Wherever Sebastian is, I hope he's found. And I'm afraid that until Katie herself speaks up. Oh, okay. Sorry, Scarlett, I forgot about the music. I'm sorry. I've been hearing it so long I wasn't even thinking about the music. I'm so sorry. There we go. There we go. Oh, I don't think he would ever go back to the Proudfoots. I do not think Seth will let that happen. Yeah, Michelle, I'm hoping they do have questions. And sorry, y'all should have told me earlier. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I'm so sorry. Oh no, there's a monastery school in Costa Rica that church is affiliated with. See, it could be anywhere. It's crazy. It is sad. It is crazy. You have people over there that they turn what Seth says completely around, and it's not hard to understand. And that's what I don't get. How can we hear the same thing and yet they have a whole different version of what was said? I'm not looking to stroke Seth's ego. I'm not looking to tear Katie and Chris to shreds. But folks, if the shoe fits, it is what it is. And anything I've ever said about the Proudfoots, I have receipts to back it up. Wow, Rhonda. Wow. So, folks, I question whether Terry Lynn was threatened. Her car had already been tampered with. Or do we not believe that part? I don't understand it. I don't understand. Something is off, K-Mac. You are right, 100%. But I'll tell you this much. Whatever is happening, whatever is making people switch sides after all this time, all the effort that was put into it, folks, they're grown-ups. They can make their choice. But I will say this. When this is all over and done, and if their people on the other side end up being guilty, no apologies need to happen from that side. Because if you're really in it for Sebastian, you're in it for Sebastian. End of story. She does live there. She knows the family. I wonder, Mohawk. I wonder about that is first thing that came to my mind. But the choice was made. The choice has been made. It's done. Yeah, they were being threatened. It's funny how that works. They were being threatened, but nobody else was. And then all of a sudden, everybody was being threatened. Yeah. Yeah, Megan. It's hard to trust a lot of people now. It is what it is. And unfortunately, you have to choose what lane you're going to be in. But I'll tell you, if I'm going to put this much effort in to find out what happened to Sebastian, where he could possibly be, and to get him found, then I'm going to stay in my lane here. Yes, she did. Do you get the feeling that KP and CP didn't want to be seen by the public like the Hands interview? Yes. And the way they changed their look. Yes. I see that. And yes, Megan knows. Her subs and her friends were hurt deeply. Very much so. Very, very much so. You know, I was a sub. I was just a person who watched her. And I supported her. I thanked her every time she went out. I thanked her because I can't be there to search. So she was doing it. And I thanked her for that. I always told her, be safe. I always worried about her out searching. Yeah, TJ, we're here for Seth and for Sebastian. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, see, a zebra can't change their stripes. Neither can I. Yep, I am who I am. They can attack me all they want to. It's okay. And I'll tell you why it's okay. Because I don't put much into what they say. It's being said for a reason. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. Well, thank you, K-Mac, for going and being there. And Shay says, I'll never be a sellout. The kids will always come first. Yes. Yes, yes. Seth needs to check the probate court to see if KP signed over her parental rights, and now Sebastian is a ward of the state. Oh, never thought about that. That is a good thought. Heather Ann, I will definitely make sure that is looked into. Thank you for that, Heather Ann. Very good. I've never thought of that. Wow. Okay, I got that down for sure. Thank you. Yeah, Mohawk Mom always uses caps. She does. And she is a wealth of knowledge. Yeah, Belinda. I question my judgment of her. Me too. You know. Oh, wow. KC, that would have been cool. That would have been cool. Mohawk Mom is an encyclopedia. Any news? No news yet. We're still working on it. Still working. Getting a little closer every day, I feel like. So, you always seem to come in when about the time we're getting ready to end it out. But thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. Oh, don't ever apologize for caps. It's okay. It's all right. I think Mohawk does that because it does stand out. Oh, you're good. You're good. You know, and she has that wealth of knowledge. We're lucky to have her. Yeah. 'Tis me. Oh, looky there. Thank you so much for that. She says, good show. I always learn something here. I'm glad you do. That makes me feel good because that's my whole goal. Thank you, 'tis me. Let me get you a little happy dance because you deserve one. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. That is so sweet. We're so happy to have you. Yeah, we love Mohawk and her brain. We love Mohawk's brain. Caps, express your anger. I do. I keep it as real as I can, guys. I really do. I am who I say I am. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not playing games. I really want these children to be found. And I'm not going to play the drama games at all. I don't do that. I don't do these streams very often like what I did tonight, but I was very curious as to what was said. And I'll tell you this much, what I heard on Queen Bee's for just a tiny short period of time, because I had heard somebody say, you won't believe what Terry Lynn's saying over there. I popped over there, and Lord, it took me less than 2 minutes, and I was out of there. I was done. Yeah, you gotta release it from time to time. Yeah, Shay, I agree with you. We are so grateful for you, Shay, and what you put out. My goodness, you're doing great. Yeah, all of that gives me a headache because, like I said earlier, we hear the same things. And yet their version is nowhere close to what was said. And I can't understand. I don't do stupid well, okay? That's what it boils down to. I just don't do stupid well. Come on. And some of the language that is used sometimes, there's no sense in it. Yeah, I get angry. I might cuss a time or two, but I ain't going to use words they use. That's just, no. Mm-mm. Oh, Retha. Well, I'm glad you got some rest. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, guys. Well, it's about 11 o'clock. I'm going to get out of here, but I want to say thank you so much for y'all coming in and listening. We had a really good crowd in here tonight. I was very pleasantly surprised. So, you're wide awake now. Oh, goodness. Yes, I will be on here tomorrow evening. We're going to talk some more. We're probably going to go over the Terry Lynn and Mr. Chris phone call. You don't want to miss that. But we're going to keep digging into everything, keep listening, because every time we do, we always hear something that sticks out to us. Yeah, it was good having Shay in here tonight. Yeah, even Smiley came in. Yeah, we had Lady Freedom in here. Yes, yes. Yes, Maui son. Sebastian Strong. That's it. That is it. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Everybody have a super good night. And always remember, we're here for Sebastian. We're not here for the drama. All of that we just listened to was useless. It does nothing to help find Sebastian. I do not believe we're going to be looking one day and see Sebastian in Florida dabbing, okay? It's not going to help us find him. It's not going to help us right now find Sebastian. So let's stick to some things that can really get everything figured out. Okay, guys, love y'all so much. Y'all have a super good night. And until I see you